Hi.
I think just a more on this official when you guys got him at the IPL auctions, like there's not any competition, no competition of any of the other teams, and he's somebody who fits perfectly for the conditions here. So we just talk about like even if Patrana was here, would he started the game here?
One doesn't know what one would have decided. I think we will always look at the conditions, look at the balance of the side. We would like a left armour. That was obviously something we've worked with for a while now, to have somebody that does something a little bit different, the angle that he comes in at. But we just felt that he, as you say, he does suit the conditions. But again, it's the simplicity of the plan that we put in place, I think, has always been a hallmark of the way we go about our stuff, and he executed beautifully today. Yeah, I can't really hear. Thank you.
Eric, for the last 2 years, CSK has this approach of powering through the innings. So is this like the perfect game that encapsulates your new approach since last year? No batters scored 40, but you still got the target with like nearly 2 overs to spare.
I think the important thing in a competition like this is to encourage people to be themselves, and I think that's the way guys like to play. If you free them up, whether it's the bat or the ball, that's important. And certainly from both lineups, it's important to express yourself and play the way you'd like. To have the depth in the lineup we have, even some of the batting that we have from amongst the bowlers gives us a lot of confidence, a lot of depth in what we can do. So it allows us to play that sort of freedom and be intimidating to the opposition. But I think it's more to do with the way guys play anyway. And Jinx will be aggressive, but he'll be different to Dubé. So it's you go and play your game with freedom and with expression, but do it your way. Don't try and be each other. And I think that's important.
Yeah, in the front.
Hi.
So a word on Rachin Ravindra, terrific back to the bat, but being an all-rounder, why wasn't he allowed to bowl? Do you think he could have dominated the free-flowing runs towards the back end of the Arsenal?
80 for 5, or whatever they were. The spinners have done a good job. Everyone's done a really good job. I think it starts getting deep into the innings, and we had that sort of those 2 overs that went for a few. Then you felt a momentum shift, and probably was a bit late at that stage to throw the ball to him in that situation. But certainly what we've seen in the nets, there's more than just a guy that turns his arm over. He certainly can bowl, and we'll see him bowl, but in the right time. But I mean, you get a team 80 for 5, you're gonna hold on to the guys that are doing it. And then the game does shift in those in moments. Sometimes it's a ball, sometimes it's 2 or 3 balls. But there were 2 overs that sort of you felt it go away, and I think then it would be difficult to bowl him that late.
Related question actually, regarding CSK's death bowling. Today they lead a lot of runs, and if I'm not mistaken, last season as well it was an area of concern, I suppose. Is it an area of focus? Is there any discussion regarding that, and any work that's being done to better it?
We have a lot of discussions around, around the death. Obviously from a seam perspective in particular, to control the power play, to control the death is a very important aspect of the game. You control the power play, it leads into the middle overs. You control the middle overs, it leads into the death, and that's very, very important. So there's a lot of conversation about it. A lot of it is about not just the skills, but educating ourselves and the bowlers about how to use different variations and field placings and tactics. And it's a growth thing. It takes time in these situations under pressure. DK in particular is a daunting guy to bowl in those moments. But some credit must go to the batsmen in the way that they sort of manipulated us a bit. We'll then look at, did we allow that happen too much? Because my question is always, who's controlling the tactics? Are they dictating to us, or is we as bowlers with the ball in hand dictating to the batsman? And you walk away from today thinking we allowed the batsman to dictate too much. So we'll watch the footage and have a conversation around that. But as everyone knows, we've got Bravo with us in the lineup, and obviously he's a man that's done a lot and with a lot of knowledge.
Tends to look a bit shaky, nervous. Is it a confidence thing, or what do you reckon? What do you think about his bowling at the
He's been executing in the net. He's been superb in the nets, both with the new ball and with the ball at the back end of the innings. One of the hallmarks of the way we go about things is to make sure that you learn from what happens, and then you don't start again with somebody else, but you allow someone to learn. So he would have learned from tonight, and just if you judge the way that he has been executing, maybe he's allowed the batsman to dictate too much. But we know that he's got it in him. It's just for us as coaches and as support staff to unlock that. it's not like we're trying to teach him how to do it. He can do it. Sometimes it doesn't work on the night, and the batsman you have to applaud.
Sorry, this will be the final question.
Hi, Coach. Just
Hi.
an extension of the earlier question. With CSK's power game through the middle phase as well as in the power play. Do you guys work something behind the scenes in the nets to ensure that the batters are the best version of themselves?
I think as I said earlier, I think the most important thing is the freedom. It's the freedom to express yourself, the freedom to fail, the freedom to do what you do it. But I think the important thing is to do it your way. I've always said you can't pick 6 Chris Gales in the lineup. You have to have that balance. And it's very important that Ajinkya Rahane doesn't try and be like Chris Gale or a Chris Gale like Ajinkya Rahane. So it's really about finding your way to do it. Some batsmen will play some really classic cricket shots and accelerate to 100, 125, 130, 140 strike rate. And that's important. So to me, it's what they're doing all the time is unlocking who they are, but on the high end in terms of attitude towards aggressiveness to balls that they can score off with their style. Not trying to be someone else. Find your way of doing it and have the freedom to succeed and to fail if need be.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.